Back when I first found Mass Effect, I was absolutely excited for a whole galaxy to explore, new alien races to see, made by the genius minds that made Dragon Age. No, not that one, this one. A world that felt like you were living out a literal fantasy novel with dialogue options, character creator, and more paths to choose from that kept you busy for around 6 months. This game was peak for me, and when I saw a sci-fi fantasy of the same formula, I was ecstatic. I'd always been the biggest Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy nerd, anything space fantasy themed, and this was perfect. I didn't run into the boring flight simulator formula that other sci-fi fantasies were. This was more than dogfights. It was actual exploration and world building and storytelling. Worlds that, even though some were empty, it felt alive and well made. Plus, being able to have all three main games connected to each other where your character is being transferred through each one, like that was revolutionary to me. I played the same character in 3 different games, like he had his own trilogy that actually affected his life, as each game would remember previous choices, allowing you to continue your story with characters remembering your past decisions, making every choice feel that much more real. Every time you had a convo with a character, they would remember your rivalry or friendship in the next game from the previous one. Games today don't really think like this anymore. Not only that, but the combat was beautifully crafted. It was simple, but it was fun. Sniping was fun, going berserker mode and running and gunning was possible, or just being a supporter to a bunch of bots was actually useful, as times your team would go down and you would have the responsibility of getting them back up. This game actually made me feel like I was a real space marine, and I wish someone would make another game like it, but like space pirates, you know? And maybe some better animations and character options. I didn't like that I couldn't dress my own Shepard to match the personality or look I wanted him to have. Plus, I'm a huge fan of the movie Treasure Planet and always wanted a game that was just space pirates, with the fashion and dialogue options that fit the theme. I would want real space battles that felt intense and fun, not just a point and shoot simulator, but actual battling. And no live service. If people want a competitive PvP mode, I'd rather they just make another game of that. For the main game, I would want it to be story and immersion focused, making you dump hours into the game like I dump hours into Skyrim or Baldur's Gate. That would be absolutely amazing. And no DEI as well. Let people imagine their own world, live in their own space without outside propaganda making its way in. If anyone makes that, I give you 100% credit to use that idea, no need to pay me. Unless you add some DEI propaganda to the game. Then I want some payment for intellectual property. You stole my idea and you made it worse. Anyways, that's my rant on my favorite space game that I've ever played. Let me know what you guys think of Mass Effect, and let me know what you guys think of my game idea, and give me some ideas of your own. I love reading the convos in my comments and seeing other people's ideas and opinions about certain topics I talk about. Anyways, God bless, get good rest, I'm out, peace.